What's up, tribe? Today is a special share because we're kicking off a new series where I'm going to be discussing the different animal archetypes and animal totems that are associated with the sign Scorpio. There's more than one. There is more than one. Most people are just aware of the scorpion and the phoenix that rises, but there are so many different mystical animals and creatures that are associated with the sign Scorpio. And we're going to get through them all. But first, let's kick off with the one that everyone knows about, and that's the scorpion. The scorpion. Now, we're going to dive into some real Scorpio moon magic here, because that's what we do here on Ray Astrology. And we're going to dive in deep. We're going to time travel, and we're going to dive in deep. Now, when you look at the zodiac wheel, each zodiac sign has at least one mystical. They say mythical because they're brainwashing you and programming you to believe those things don't exist because they want to take you away from your magic and your remembrance. But each zodiac sign has a mystical creature, animal, or being. Now, there's more. Of course, we're just not aware of them because it's very scorpionic, it's very hidden. The common ones are, for example, the sign Pisces, it's the fishes, but also the mermaid. The sign Taurus, we know it to be the animal to be a bull. The sign Sagittarius, the half man, half horse, the centaur. And for the sign Scorpio, it's the scorpion. I mean, how predictable is that? It's the scorpion. Now, most people know the scorpion for its negative symbology, representation. They know it for its tail, its stinger, its venom, its poison, a deadly creature, a creature of magic. Well, in literature, in history, many cultures and religions believe it to be a creature of the dark arts. And they're terrified by it because of its venom, its poison, its ability to paralyze, to infect, to also kill. And when we associate it with the sign Scorpio, you'll hear how it represents the Scorpio's darker nature, the lower octave, the wounds, the shadows, such as hurting others, taking their venom out on others. Also anger, vengefulness, the poisonous, darker side to the sign Scorpio, because nobody does darker better than the sign Scorpio. That's what it rules. Now, that's just a very basic analogy of the sign Scorpio and its symbol, the scorpion. Remember, there's two sides to a coin. And here on Ray Astrology, I'm all about empowerment and real magic. And that's why we're going to take a trip to memory lane. We're going to take an ancient trip to ancient Egypt. And I'm going to introduce you to a goddess called Serket, also known as Selket. She has many different names. Her name means one who causes the throat to breathe. One who causes the throat to breathe. Now, this goddess is known as the goddess of protection, magic, healing, nature. Also, the goddess of healing, venom, and poison. And she's also known to be the goddess of death and the underworld. And this beautiful goddess, this beautiful, powerful goddess, the goddess of protection, has a scorpion on her head as a crown. And I'm going to share an image right now of her. This is an image of goddess Serket, or also known as Selket, and she has many other names. As you can see, she has a scorpion on her head, on her crown, wearing it so proudly. That is her symbolism, because she is the goddess of healing venom, healing poison. She is the goddess of protection, of healing. And there's also many stories of her in her time, in the role she played in ancient Egypt, where she was also the goddess of karma. Those that did wrong, yeah, Serket, goddess Serket, Selket, would come for them. And I always say, you know, the energy Scorpio is the energy of karma. What goes around comes around. Now she's wearing the scorpion on her head so proudly, which represents transformation, which represents alchemy, magic, and rebirth. She wears this deadly creature on her crown as a prize possession, as a token of strength, as a token of healing, of alchemy, transformation, magic, healing, and rebirth. It's only the sign Scorpio that's going to have a deadly creature such as a scorpion to represent it. It's the alchemy of taking something dark and turning it into something empowering. But if you look above the head, that energy point is known as our crown chakra, our bridge to the source and the divine. It's where we channel from. And below where the scorpion is placed is her third eye. So that scorpion is placed in between the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. In between the bridge to the divine, the source, and the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye that allows you to see the darkness. What it really means to have a third eye open is to see the darkness, is to see the illusions, is to see the mind control, is to see the programming, the brainwashing, and to see the truth, to see the truth in everything and everyone. It's also where you can see what's to come, the future, your prophecies, your premonitions, your visions, which just comes to show of the power of the sign Scorpio in its higher octave. In its higher octave, where it's able to acknowledge that darkness exists because they can see it. And also the crown, where they can channel that divine source healing energy and heal the darkness or transform it. And if it does not want to be transformed, then it's destruction and transmutation. It's placed on her crown, as her crown, on her head, where the brain is, where the intellect, the wisdom is. Where everyone else is afraid of darkness, the higher octave of the Scorpio energy, and those that possess that energy, that have that energy in their soul's DNA, that are born with that energy, they know that alchemy exists because they are the alchemists, and they are not afraid of the darkness. They embrace the darkness. They acknowledge the darkness, and they know they can transform it because they are alchemists. They are mystics, and they are, in their highest expression, healers. And if you think of someone who has very strong, dominant Scorpio energy in their charts, if you think of that person in their highest expression, they are the people that will warn you about the darkness to protect you. They will tell you things that you don't want to hear, you don't want to know, but they're still going to tell you because they can see it, feel it, hear it, you name it. They have a sixth sense that they're so in tune with. They are going to tell you about the darkness, the venom that is coming. And if you deny it, don't want to look at it, just want to carry on wearing your rose-tinted glasses and pretend that everything is okay and what have you, then when that venom infects you, paralyzes you, puts you in excruciating pain, yeah, sure, that Scorpio dominant is going to tell you, I told you so. But they will also be the ones that will be there for you in the darkest of times, where there is no hope, where you have lost all faith, where you are having that dark night of the soul. It is that Scorpio dominant that is operating from their highest expression, their highest octave, that will then be there for you. Even when you didn't want to take their advice, but they will be there for you, assisting you, eradicating that venom, purging it out, and transforming it and healing it for you. They will be there for you. They are ride or die people. When you feel like no one else can help you out, because nobody else can see the darkness the way that Scorpio dominant can, you're going to call on them. Just like those that were bit by venom and poisonous bites, they would call on the goddess Serket or Selket, because it was only her who could transform that pain, that venom. It was only her that could purge it out or transmute it. Because she was the goddess of protection, healing, magic, nature. The goddess of the creatures, the goddess of the darkness, and the goddess of death and the underworld, as she played an important role. It's taking that pain, alchemizing it, and empowering yourself from it. It's learning from that pain that many Scorpio dominants have to go through. I mean, of course, everyone, but for Scorpio dominants, they go through some very intense experiences that most people couldn't handle, but the universe only gives you what you can handle. And they will learn from that pain. It will be their biggest blessing in disguise, because that pain is what will empower them. And in the highest octave of that Scorpio energy, when you learn how to empower yourself, is the only way you can empower others. When you heal yourself, your wounds, your shadows, your darkness, it's the only way you can assist others. A person that still has venomous wounds and bites cannot help anyone else until they have helped their self. Because they cannot be a clear channel. They cannot allow that energy to come through to give it to someone else if they're not first giving it to their self and healing their darkness and their shadows. And then when you do heal yourself, when you do empower yourself from that pain, you wear that pain like a trophy. And you say, you know what? If it wasn't for XYZ, I would not be who I am today. I would not be this powerful soul that I am today. It's only a Scorpio dominant that's going to take their darkness, their pain, and wear it like a trophy, like I said, like a token of strength, of empowerment, of transformation. The death and rebirth cycle that Scorpio dominants go through is a cycle of transformation, of evolving, of activating, of awakening, of getting even more stronger than before. So I hope you enjoyed this powerful share. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. You can also check out my website for sessions. I do many different sessions, healing sessions, Reiki sessions, home clearing sessions, past life hypnosis, astrology readings. Go check out my website. It's rheacults.com. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love.